of the last 2 weeks, we've been training hard, improving on things that, happened in the Philly game that we don't want to happen again. And then, for us, it's just kind of moving on from it. We're still in a good position to make the playoffs. So, it's a 7-game sprint for us, and, we just got to get it done. Every team you play in this league, they're always good. So for us, it's about how we're able to neutralize them and how we're able to do what we do best, especially at home. When we play at home, we expect to win games, and at this point in the season, it's very important that we especially win at home to put us in a good position for the playoffs.
For us, 7 games left in the season. We want to qualify for the playoffs, so we know this is a big game. They have a good attacking group in their team, like to get their fullbacks forward. It will be a good test for us. And, we just have to be ready to play and focused.
What you'll see from the group is a committed group. A group that when you watch play will both entertain you, but you'll be proud for how they're working for each other and working for the city of Chicago. I consider the Chicago Fire sleeping giants.
What up, everybody? I am Gabe Ramirez. Welcome back to Inside the Fire, and it is great to be with you guys again. And we got an awesome show lined up, man. Today on the show, you're gonna see how the numbers come to life when we go behind the scenes with performance data scientist Ian Emery. We'll also check in with 2 homegrown stars in Sergio Orejel Jr. and Justin Reynolds to see what they're up to both on and off the pitch. Then, later in the show, we're gonna take you inside the launch of the Gente Fina clothing collaboration, plus a first look at the joint venture announcement for the new stadium that has fans buzzing. But first up, let's set the table, man. Last time we checked in, the Fire picked up a huge win at SeatGeek over St. Louis City. Then shortly after that, a tough loss to the Philadelphia Union. But after some time off, they were able to hit the reset button, and we're back at it at SeatGeek Stadium, ready to take on the New England Revolution. So, could the men in red bounce back? Can they grab those 3 points? Let's take a look. This is Inside the Fire.
Slip for Hugo Kuipers! His cross, his header is on to the save from Brady. Couldn't quite tie the game.
The most important game of our season so far, and it's going to be like that until the end of the season. So relish tonight, use tonight. Everyone play at a tempo that they can't handle, because we can.
See Gutierrez and Franco involved both. Number 10 skill sets. Bamba's in behind, poking beyond Turner, Jonathan Bamba! 90 seconds in, Chicago Fire have the opening goal, just the start they were looking for. Neat touch there from Franco. We'll lead with Sincronago! A brilliant start for Chicago Fire, and it's the all-star Sincronago with his 12th of the year. Kuipers leaves it for Gutman, who's charged in beyond Feingold. Andrew Gutman with a save from Turner. What a brilliant run forward from the Chicago left back. Goes running beyond Franco again. Slips in toward Shankalai. A kind bounce coming for the Argentine. His cross fired through. Brady spills and Youssef arriving into Gutman. Langoni turning and Peyton Miller off the post. For Chicago, all in all, a first half they will have enjoyed. New England ended the half well. They'll go to the break. Chicago 2, New England 0.
Hey, you're doing a great job. Keep the ball moving, get it into their third, and then keep it. Guys, you can keep the ball for a long time here. Tire them out, keep them moving, right? We're tiring ourselves out when we lose the ball too quickly, right? Okay? Good job, good job.
They're underway with the second half. Gutierrez back with Franco, who will chip in. Overhead attempted. That was incredible to even get something off there from Kuipers. And play in the run here. A chance for Franco. Slip for Hugo Kuipers! One step closer towards the playoffs. And one step into the Golden Boot race for Hugo Kuipers. It's 3-0 to Chicago. And it comes for Peyton Miller. Peyton Miller! One back for New England. Quick fire counterattack. Now 3-1 in Bridgeview. It's an awkward bounce and Gonzalez commits, and it's a penalty. And a chance for Heel late on. 4 for 4 this season from the spot. 5 for 5 this season from the spot. Well taken by Carles Heel. And all of a sudden, New England are back in it. Now really only in the referee's judgment how much time is left. Brandon by, his cross, his header is on, and the save from Brady. Shankalai from 3 yards out. Couldn't quite tie the game. And there is the full-time whistle. Perhaps nervier than it needed to be. Chicago having a 3-0 lead in the game, but they hang on to win by 3-2 and take a step into the MLS Cup playoff places.
Sheesh, the fellas had me nervous at the end there, but that is how you get back on track. The Fire secured the win and picked up the much-needed 3 points. All right, now it's time to learn a little bit about a few of our players. But first, we're gonna hear from Ian Emery, our performance data scientist, and he's gonna give us a different perspective on how statistics shape the game. Then, we're gonna follow Sergio Orejel Jr., who threw out the first pitch on the south side. And lastly, we'll catch up with homegrown talent Justin Reynolds to talk about his journey through the Fire's pathway.
There are a lot of vests now, especially since we just came back from an away trip. So there's gonna be a lot to organize. Just gonna have clips of me holding what looks like bags and bags of vests. My name's Ian Emery. I'm the Chicago Fire performance data scientist. My role entails mostly of all the physical data that we're collecting on the players. It's kind of my job to handle, organize, and push reports for that so that the different coaches in the different disciplines, whether it be in the gym or the athletic trainers or the technical coaches, kind of have that information at their disposal to make the best decisions they can for the players, whatever their workloads are going to be or their programming looks like.
And you got me, brother?
Yeah, I got you.
I appreciate you and all your hard work, all the hours you put in.
Thank you, Cal.
You're a selfless person. Selfless.
The little black trackers are essentially GPS units. All the guys wear it goes kind of like on their shoulder blades, and they each have their own profiles, so we can know how fast they're running relative to their own top speeds. We know how far they're running so that we can manage the amount of load that we put into them in a week so that we can really prepare them for a game and help them recover. If it's a recovery day, make sure the loads are lighter, and if it's a heavy day, really push those loads and keep track of those very granularly so we know exactly what they're doing.
Ian, you're so good at your job, man. I'm proud of you.
My favorite part is thinking back to actually when I was a kid going to sporting events, kind of being like, I want to be someone on the field that's, you see the staff members in the dugout or on the sidelines, and just kind of remembering I'm doing that right now. That's really cool for me to look around the stadium and be like, I'm actually on the pitch doing things, making a difference for the guys.
DC? Yeah? ¿Tú también? You excited? You excited or no? Yeah? they don't speak English, so they're just like, what the? No, a ti, suerte. Dale con todo. Nos vemos, cuídate. Igualmente, gracias. Fire. Do I look like a player now? I don't know. I think it looks closer because everybody at training was telling me that I was going to be super fire, but we'll see when I get out there. I think when I get out there, it's going to be way different. But it's crazy to see the stadium from this kind of point of view. Me and Justin about to have a con. Bro, throw. No, is it where it lands or what? No, the closest landing or if it goes in. Bro, just go. All right, hit the sand. Bro, all that talking for that, bro. But all that talking for that. Oh.
Am I not trying to drop it in the box?
Yeah, just whoever's closer.
Mine landed closer to the box.
I haven't even thrown mine yet.
Right. It's
what the? Oh, mine's closer though. On God, mine's closer. It's okay, bro. Happens sometimes.
I'm not gonna lie,
It's also you're also wearing a tighter, tighter. This is meant for that, Andrew told me not to hit the ground before, and then Brady said to just throw it softly so I don't mess up. But I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like throwing as hard as I can, but we'll see. I don't know. What's up, man?
Hey.
Sergio, nice to meet you.
Hola, Shay, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
My dad was telling me about you.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, my dad was telling me about you. Yeah.
Mucha suerte,
No, gracias.
Mucha suerte,
No,
hombre.
gracias, gracias. Ojalá que me
All
sale
the
bien.
best.
Yeah.
Hey, no. Just hey,
Yeah.
listen. You're not a pitcher.
Yeah.
You just go there and flap it right there.
But I think I'm a pitcher though, so I'm a...
Then you go to bounce.
Yeah.
Hey, good
Nah,
luck,
nah.
bro.
Thank you, appreciate
I
it.
wish you the best.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah. I've never seen my dad like fangirl over someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. Alright, we'll see. I think I'm good. What? Yeah, we went far though. Yeah, that feels good. I got a. That was a strike, no? Or not? Yeah. You got any plays?
It's how you practice.
Yeah, that was decent. I was smiling a little bit, no?
No, you
My name is Justin Reynolds. I'm a defender, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I got involved playing soccer because of my brother. From there, it was kind of like a younger brother thing of I wanted to be like him. If it wasn't for him, one, obviously I never would have gotten into it, but I never would have gotten the competitive feel. He pushed me a lot. There was a lot of times where I didn't want to maybe go to practice or go to the park and just work on technique with him, and he would always force me to get up and go do it, so I owe him everything.
Justin Reynolds, a homegrown product onto the scene, typically employed as either a wingback or a fullback.
My name is Justin Reynolds. I'm 13 years old. I play center back, but I can also play center mid.
The academy pathway came through because my brother. I was fortunate to go to a youth national team, and then from there, kind of the academy journey just kept going up and up.
Chicago Fire burned their names in the record books as the inaugural winners of the U19 MLS Next Cup.
I think what meant more was just winning it with my teammates because we had come up all together. A lot of the guys signed first team, a lot of the guys went off to college, and we still keep in touch. We still talk to each other to this day, so.
Reynolds comes in for his first start of the season.
It was just an honor to sign with my hometown club, to be able to have an opportunity to get back and elevate myself and the club as well, meant everything.
You guys know Miss Reynolds? Y'all like her? That's my mom.
Most importantly to me is my mom. She works so hard, and seeing the mentality, like the grinding mentality from her, she just pushed me always to be the best I can. My brother, of course, he pushed me to be the best as well. My dad, my grandfather, my grandmas, my cousins, aunties, uncles. It can go on forever. I enjoy the game of soccer because it was a way to escape from everything else that was happening in the world, Like in my world personally. It's almost like a person with graffiti where they can express their creativity and express themselves. I was able to do that through soccer. I was able to try to be creative on the ball. It was something that I always wanted to be the best at and, just keep growing and learning.
Love getting an inside look at some of our players. All right, still ahead, we're gonna celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month with Gente Fina, their clothing launch, one that brings the community together in style, and we'll take you inside the announcement of the Fire's new stadium project that got the city buzzing. Don't go anywhere. More Inside the Fire coming up right after this. Welcome back to Inside the Fire. I am Gabe Ramirez. Now, this next one is special. The club teamed up with Gente Fina on a new merch line, celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month and Fire culture at the same time. We're talking one-of-a-kind designs, a launch party at the Fire pitch, and a chance to see how football and community really connect. Let's check it out.
Daddy, what's up?
What an incredible collaboration. Shout out to Manny. He is the brains behind the designs, la energía, el amor, the energy, the love for the culture. The Gente Fina line is, dare I say, fire? All right, you saw the clips from the launch party, so if you're looking for the perfect spot to kick it, grab a bite, even hang out, then you gotta head over to Second Star Tavern. Yes, you've heard of him. Chef Fabio Viviani created the menu himself, and it is the go-to spot for everything. I'm talking birthdays, meetups, or even watching the Fire matches when they are on the road. All right, now who is ready for an update on the stadium? I know I am. Of course, the brand new home for the Chicago Fire is coming in 2028. So here's a look at all the new details and information on who's building. Let's take a look.
We're super excited today to announce that we've chosen Pepper Construction, GMA Construction Group, and All Construction Group to build the brand new forthcoming Chicago Fire Stadium in Chicago. We ran a really exhaustive process where we interviewed some of the largest national contractors who are known for building stadiums. But at the end of the day, with Joe's commitment to Chicago, it felt right to go with a triumvirate of Chicago-based contractors led by Pepper, but alongside GMA Construction Group and All Construction Group. And what's important to the Chicago Fire and to our ownership group about that is the diversity that all three groups bring to the table.
When you think about our joint venture within itself, you really think about the city of Chicago, right, and the makeup of the city. Our joint venture really reflects who the city of Chicago is. And the stadium is more than just a building. It's a place where the people of Chicago are gonna have an opportunity to come, express themselves, have a good time from all different walks of life. And we wanted our joint venture to reflect that, which is why you have such a diverse group of owners at the joint venture level.
So this project is more than building a new stadium. It's building a neighborhood, it's building communities, it's building workforce development. I think it's bringing up people together to build a community for Chicago, from all over Chicago.
Being from Chicago, our company from here, we could not be more excited about the opportunity to bring the anchor to the 78 that this stadium is going to become. And we're appreciative of our partners, All Construction and GMA, and looking forward to what that partnership brings. And it's exciting times for the club, for the city. And as Joe said in his letter to Chicago, the Fire is a club on the rise. And really, we're looking forward to having a front seat view of that process. And we're more than excited to bring it to the table.
Part of the reason that we ended up choosing Pepper Construction and getting very comfortable with their ability to build something the scale of the stadium was actually through the building of the Performance Center.
What I learned from the Performance Center is the club is passionate about providing the best for their employees and their players, and doing that in the city of Chicago.
The Chicago Fire is doing something amazing, building the city of Chicago's first soccer arena in the heart of the city, but giving minority businesses and small businesses an opportunity to be at the prime level of the contracting world on this particular project is really, something that hasn't been done often in the city of Chicago. So the Fire and the Mansueto family are setting the tone for that by stating, we want to see opportunity spread down the pipeline. And they're doing that by making sure that the prime partners are reflective of that opportunity. So I'm extremely excited about that.
Now feels like the perfect time to give the team what it really needs, that capstone piece, a stadium to call their own, a stadium that becomes a home fortress, and something that we really can all be proud of.
I gotta be honest, I cannot wait for that stadium to open up in 2028. The place is gonna be rocking. It is a true game changer, not just for Chicago Fire fans, but the city of Chicago as well. All right, now back to the pitch. After that win over New England that we mentioned earlier in the show, the Fire had a slight hiccup, losing 3-1 at home to NYCFC, but there wasn't much time to dwell on the past, right? The Fire had to turn things around quickly because they went on the road to face a tough Western Conference foe in Minnesota United. So let's see how the men in red bounce back. All right, the Chicago Fire look to get back on track as they head on the road and take on Minnesota United. And the scoring begins in the 26th minute when newly acquired Joel Waterman, off the rebound, hits the back of the net to give the Chicago Fire the 1-0 lead. Then in the 41st minute, no, you are not watching a replay. For the second time, the Chicago Fire score, Franco to Davila, giving the Fire the lead 2-0. Then in the 70th minute, Philip Zinkernagel puts on the brakes, jukes the defender, and sends a rocket to the back of the net, putting the nail in the coffin, giving the Fire the 3-0 victory in Minnesota. Big road win for the Fire against Minnesota United. 3 points definitely needed, and hopefully they could take that momentum into the rest of the season. What a victory. And with that new lineup, the Fire definitely came out blazing. All right, that is gonna do it for this episode of Inside the Fire. But before we head out, just wanna remind you of a couple of things. First, we are back at Soldier Field September 27th for Hispanic Heritage Night against Columbus Crew. Then it's Fan Appreciation Night on October 4th when Toronto FC comes to town. And like I mentioned at the top of the show, we are in the midst of a huge playoff push. So if you can make it out, man, we would love to see you there to cheer the fellas on. All right, mi gente, that is a wrap. It's over. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I am Gabe Ramirez. Y como siempre, like always, vamos Fire.